All right, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Robert, custodian file. Today's 11/25/25. 11/25/25. There you go. I posted this the other day, but it's just so darn good. I just don't want to throw it away with just one post. Viewer, I believe Mr. Skeptic, was just watching the air shows. So this channel is all about small, fast-moving UAPs. It's a brand new category. Many of you have brought that up, and I do agree with you. It's a brand new category. Very small, fast moving. They're all over the planet. They are basically kind of easy to predict. That's the good news. Even though they're hard to catch, the good news is that they're predictable. They love air shows. So if you watch on your computer, air shows, it can be anywhere in the world. Blue Angels, Thunderbirds, Europe, doesn't matter, etc., Canada, they're all over. If you think you see a bullet, this is slowed down 3%. If you think you see a bullet, hit K on your computer, and below the K is the arrow forwards, arrow backwards, frame by frame forwards, frame by frame backwards. Do a screenshot, and then with a little bit of practice, you can copy and paste each frame, and then you create known as an interpolation, and you can see where they start, where it ends. Gives you a clue. This is one of the better ones. This is one of the better ones. I think there's one. I found one almost this good in Seattle, and the other one actually here in Marina Del Rey, which is there's more. But basically, yeah, that's not a lot considering 8 years of research and 14,000 hours. You'd think I'd have a lot more like this. So this is up there. I'll pull up the Seattle and the Marina Del Rey. It looks too good. When you see it, you'll say, no, this is too close to the camera. It's got to be about, no, this is classic. This is a classic format. These UAPs, I call them dragons, because for the first year, 8 years ago, I swore they had to be, it just had logically had to be a dragonfly. Of course, it looks in reality side by side, nothing like a dragonfly. It's very typical. The wings you're seeing there, that's the propulsion plasma, high voltage plasma jets. They've got it figured out. If you could get close enough and if they could slow it down, the reason it's black is most likely its own singularity. It's a flying black hole. It captures light. Light doesn't. It's a giant magnet. There you go. Super magnet. The most powerful magnet you probably ever think of. So photons don't escape. They get in there. They don't leave. And probably most likely based on a lot of videos, photos, we're looking at a barbell, dumbbell, barbell format. Yeah. But I'll pull up some other ones for you. You can kind of see what the best of the best looks like. They get closer. They don't really give you more detail. They're bigger and they're black. They don't really give a lot of details. Through trial and error at the right angle, you can see the barbell, dumbbell format that I speak of. All right, let's pull those other two up. Okay, here's some of the other interpolations that I was speaking of. This is the Seattle one. What I did was I had a new viewer. He's actually a Superior Court judge. And as a courtesy, he's in Seattle. I said, let me look at the Seattle videos. I'll find you a dragon in your city. Looking at this, those are the Blue Angels in the background, ending the show doing a starburst. And yeah, sure enough, luck. That's really a good one. That's really a good flyby. And I have one identical. I can't find it in Marina Del Rey. It's not coming up yet, and I just don't have time to search for it. But I'll show you a few other interesting ones. So yeah, when the angle and the contrast and the light's just perfect, they really pop. They just pop on the screen. And there you go. And if you're a new viewer, before you think that's a bird or a bug, just watch a few other videos. They're all over the world and they're predictable. If you're new, you're probably saying, why are there always jets in the background? Because they do fly with jets. Now, you can record them without aircraft, but it's just so much easier to wait for aircraft, jets, airplanes, helicopters. Turn your camera on. A lot easier, a lot faster, because just in general, you don't have a lot of time to waste, and this is the fastest way. So look at that. So he was pretty happy. Yeah, he's very happy. Really a big UFO researcher, very low key. Nobody really knows him. He keeps a low profile. It was really a big time. I mean, he sent me like 8 emails before I never read the ending, and then it's like Superior Court judge. Jeez. Anyway, share your thoughts. Let's keep going. I got some other good interpolations I want to throw in front of you real quick. All right, check this one out. I mean, you've seen it before. I've posted it many times. It's just one of one. One of one. I'm just recording the helicopter, and sure enough, this thing goes straight up and straight down. So we know basically at that point the velocity, more or less, I know you're saying you don't know how far it is and stuff, but we know their velocities for now, they max at 2,000 miles an hour. So essentially, it went straight up. By the time it hit the pinnacle and made a U-turn, it had to be going 250, 300 tops. Yeah, what technology can do that? Go straight up and make a U-turn, and even at that point, it didn't come to basically velocity zero. It was still moving along. If you enlarge the dots on that, look at it on the big screen. That's one of one. Yeah, and I do have that original video, of course. All right, let's go to the next. Here we go. I'm just driving through the wetlands. I don't like really pulling over recording helicopters, so that's all I do on my balcony, but LAPD was circling the wetlands, 600 acres. I don't know why, but within 2 minutes, I think I captured 3 of these videos really quickly. Now, really what I like about this, kind of looks like they're cruising down the high voltage lines to begin with. But really like about that, you can see the barbell, the dumbbell format. Enlarge that, look at the big screen, enlarge it. Yeah, I know, because that's, for whatever reason, it powered down, and you can see the center on the center. And so I wouldn't say it's a lucky video, I guess. I could go down to the wetlands as long as there's helicopters. It's just, again, it's a lot easier. I just not going to go down there and record empty skies. It's very time consuming. But this is pretty darn good. And this is from my balcony, of course. Yeah, that's about as sharp as it's going to get. They're not going to be super sharp. Remember, photons are not ricocheting off it as we know physics. They're being absorbed. Very powerful magnetic fields. That's how they're flying. They got it figured out. Technically, like if you enlarge even these dragons right here, you can kind of see that barbell, dumbbell. So just keep an open mind. And yeah, they're very small, especially at low velocity. Again, at maximum velocity, we know they're about 10 inches because when they fly behind aircraft, the silhouette is still about the size of the pilot's helmet. Yeah. Now, obviously, if they were flying behind aircraft and they were like 1 inch, we would not see them. We would not see it. And what do we have here? Yeah, look at that. That's where I got the name here, Real Dragonfly. So 8 years ago, I just said, I'm out of options. These have to be dragonflies. It's just, even if it sounded ridiculous back then, logically, there's no new classification of UAPs, UFOs. But what are the police chasing? And what are these things? Why do they only fly when the helicopters show up? So over the course of time, you don't see dragonflies all the time. Maybe once, twice a year. But when I do, I try to record it. I interpolate a couple of them, and there you go. So it's clear. I know you're saying, Robert, there's 4 wings there and it has a really long body. So maybe if you cut off the tail and you cut off 2 of the wings, would kind of look like a UAP dragon. But that's where the name come from. Until I think of a better technical name, which is very hard to do. I know some of you are saying, just call them Shiepe shifters. And I'm not going to name things after myself. That's not what I'm doing here. Hey, you got any super amazing, if it comes to you in the middle of the night, a super perfect name, feel free, put it under comment. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. This is doing this for humanity because once this is out, it can be too much longer. We just had this new documentary, Age of Disclosure. Come on, Pentagon, NASA. What are you waiting for? Come on. What are we doing here? Just be truthful. It's not a big deal. People are going to be just fine. We're all going to be fine. We're going to still get up and live regular lives. Nothing's really going to change. Let me hear your thoughts on all this too. What do you think is going to happen when the government says, okay, you guys were right. You guys... Oh my God, boy, that's going to be amazing entertainment right there. Okay, you guys were right. Then what are you going to say at that point? Let me hear some comments. Okay, Robert at Custodia File. Thank you for watching. Take care.